Um,
How are you doing today?
I'm actually feeling bad because I got cold, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I felt
You caught a cold.
yeah, I felt headache and some fever, so I
Oh
feel not
no.
good.
Until now, you're still sick.
My symptom was start at morning. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm still feel that.
Oh, oh, oh no. And oh, how about tonight? Will you be working or
No.
today?
Unfortunately, today is my day off, so I can take a rest for such a
You
long
can take a
time.
rest today.
Yeah,
Okay, so I hope that you can take a good rest and get well the soonest.
yeah,
Okay?
thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. And how? Mm, by the way, what are your weekend up? Today is your day off, so what's your plan? Will you just be staying in bed to rest for you
Um,
to recover?
Actually, my plan was studying, but I think I can't do that. So after this class, I will take a rest more,
Mm-hmm.
and if I feel better, I will go out somewhere. But I think
Okay
I
then.
can't do that. Cannot do that.
Boy, Tim, I hope that you get well. You get well the
Yeah,
soonest.
I think so.
Yeah, so that you can enjoy your day off. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're feeling bad still, maybe after a few hours, then you can
Mm.
just watch movies at home. I think
Yeah,
maybe that can entertain you, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I think we can now proceed to our lesson for today. Oh, do you want to have our lesson
Yeah.
or okay.
Oh,
So,
do you have any
mhm.
sub substitute? Or is it right?
um what do you mean?
Do you have any other choice? Oh,
Um, Actually, we can have free talking since you are not feeling well, but
um,
having our lesson, I think, is just similar with free talking because you will just be answering
yeah,
questions, right?
that's right.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we can now continue, or we can start with part one,
Okay.
and we will be talking about um, teacher.
Mm, okay.
Teacher, yeah. So, Gia,
Mm,
what kinds of teachers do you like best?
I like the teacher who is friendly to the students. Because when teacher is too strict to students, or I cannot um, I cannot um, I cannot ask something. It is really difficult to ask something about the teacher. So I like the teacher who is like friend.
Okay. And who was your favorite teacher when you were young?
Um, I don't have any friendly teacher when I was elementary school. Every teacher was strict, too strict to me. So back in my high school, um, I like I liked my homeroom teacher the most when I was third grade in high school. She is really friendly to me, and she gave me a lot of help to enter the university.
Okay. And what would you want to be? Would
Mm.
you want to be a teacher? Or when you were younger, did you dream of becoming a teacher? Why or why not?
Yes, but I think teacher is just common dream to the young people because um, all of young people admire their teachers. So I think children might think to be a teacher at once. But for me, that was just temporary thought. So I don't want to be a teacher because I think to be a teacher, we need a lot of much knowledge, and they should have big responsibility to raise their students. So teacher was not
Mhm.
my dream.
Oh, okay, right. What did you dream when you were younger?
Um, I wanted to be an artist, like painter or um, a songwriter, um, because I think I was good at art when I was young, but um, when I be high school, I realized that there are so many people who are good at art or singing. So I just gave up to be an artist.
Really? Okay. And have you ever had, or tell me, I think you had lots of bad teachers before, right?
Yes,
So
right.
can you tell me one bad experience with that bad teacher?
Um, Actually, when I was young, my country was not strict about um, how can I say that about um, some some teacher hit their student for the purpose of teaching. So that was not really bad experience for me because I can't understand their way of um, teaching like that. I think that is really bad. But um, when I was young, there are so many teachers who thought that teach students is a good way of teaching. Yeah, so when I was fifth grade in elementary school, one teacher bring two students in front of the classroom, and he request them to hit each other to um, so that they can realize um, how um, how painful it is, and stop fighting each other. But I think that was not good way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So he asked them to hit each other,
Yes,
right?
because they fight each other. Um,
Ah,
yes,
okay.
and yeah.
And what did the kids do? Did they hit each other? Did they follow the teacher?
I can't remember actually. It was um, it passed a long time, so I can't remember the result of their behavior. But I think that
Mm,
was not effective to them.
yes, of course. I think it's not really a good thing for or disciplining those children who are fighting, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah. In your own thinking, Jay, here, how will you discipline, or if you are a teacher, how will you discipline two students who are fighting
Mm,
against each other?
at first, I think I will use telling some advice to them. Um, but if they are too, um, if they're, but if they can understand me, if they cannot understand me, um, I'm gonna give them some punishment like volunteering or um, yeah, volunteering, so that um, they can realize that if they fight, they can get some punishment. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, right. So maybe not only to those two students, but to the whole class,
Yes,
right?
right.
That if they will be fighting, they will be receiving punishments,
Yes,
right?
right.
All right. And oh, we can now continue with our part two,
Mm.
and let's talk about a vegetable or a plant. Describe a
Okay.
describe a kind of vegetable or plant in your country. You should say what it is, what it looks like, where you have seen this plant, and why do you like it. Again,
Okay.
describe a kind of vegetable or plant in your country.
Mm.
You should say what it is, what it looks like, where you have seen this plant, and why you like it.
Mm.
1 minute. Preparation time. Timer starts now. Time's up. Let me hear now your
Okay.
answer, please.
Okay. I'd like to talk about the mandarin in my country. Um, it is similar with orange, but it is smaller compared to that. I think it is about the half of a woman's palm, so we can hold it with one hand. Um, in my country, we have only one place which can grow this fruit. It is Jeju Island. So Jeju Island have a lot of mandarin farm here and there. So we can even see the mandarin tree beside the road. So some people some people get that from the tree to eat. The taste of it is really sweet, but it also but it also has taste of sour. So the taste of sour is stronger. People regard it is not well grown mandarin, so we use it to make a tea. Um, because when we make a tea with that, we should put many sugar, so it tastes much better um, compared to it that in raw. So in the winter, um, the winter is just a suitable season for mandarin. So I'm really wait for that because I can eat soon. I can eat soon. Yeah.
Okay. We can now, before we continue with part three, I think, yes, you gave points for your answer again for this question. However, I think with regard to your spontaneity or with regard to the fluidity of your answer, you need to, um, what do you call that? You need to have the proper pauses, okay?
Okay.
Yes, usually you have the pauses after a sentence, right?
Right.
And also when you are using a very long sentence, you can have a pause in the middle, right? Not
Right.
every word, okay? And also for the repetition of ideas and repetition of words, be careful with them, okay?
Okay.
Be careful about those.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it. And we can now continue with part three.
Mhm.
And it says here, question number one: do people in your country like growing plants by themselves?
Yes, because in these days, the health, the importance of healthy food is mm, really increasing. So
Mm-hmm.
some people regard, some people think, um, uh, some people think most farm use a bad thing like um, use bad ingredient to grow the plant. So we have a little farm in the house. Some people have little farm in their house, so they can grow the vegetable by themselves.
Okay. So I think the main advantage of that is you can grow fresh and healthy vegetables,
Yes,
right?
yes, right.
Yeah. And that is already an assurance that if you will be cooking them, then you're eating healthy, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah. Okay, let us now continue with question number two.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the most important plant in your country?
Most important plant is I think it is rice. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Does the rice is included in the plant?
Yes, of course,
Uh,
but you should say rice grains.
okay, rice grain. Okay.
Right.
I
Mm-hmm.
think the most important plant is rice grains because the rice is main dishes of our country. We always eat rice when we eat meal, so I think rice is really important for to, to our country.
Okay. And oh, that's it. GM, last question. Mm, what do you think of farmers?
Um, Farmers, I think in the past the farmer need a lot of good health of good condition of health because we just use uh, human hand to grow the plant. But for now, we have a lot of device or gadget to grow the grain, to grow the plant. So to be a farmer is much easier compared to the past.
Okay, right. Because of or with the help of technology, they can plant or they can harvest easily,
Yes,
right?
right.
Right. Okay, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Our practice is finished.
Okay.
Yeah, so for your writing practice, again, I want you to put your answers into writing, and when I give you your corrections, please review and
Okay.
use those words or the
Okay.
corrected sentences in
Uh,
your
I'm
future answer.
I'm
Hmm.
sorry, but I couldn't upload my homework yesterday because of the night shift. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's
upload.
okay.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay. Take your time,
Oh,
okay? I was
okay.
actually wondering, oh, where is Lee as your homework, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
I think I was
It's
really bad
okay.
student.
Oh no.
So I think I'm
Yeah, but
gonna yeah.
no,
Uh,
it's okay. Take your time, especially now that you were feeling not that well. So, yeah, if you think you can do it tomorrow or um, in your most convenient time, okay?
okay.
Okay.
Thank you for your
And
understanding.
yeah, no problem. Oh, gee, yeah. I think we can now proceed to our next practice so that we can have more practice for today. I
Mm,
think we can have, since we have limited time, we can have
right.
part two,
Mm,
And here's a question. Describe something you bought recently that you were happy with. You should say what it was, where you bought it, what it was or how it was used, and explain why it made you happy.
Okay. Could you repeat the question again?
Oh, again. Describe something you bought recently that you were happy with.
Mm,
You should say what it was, where you bought it, what it was for, or how it was used, and explain why it made you happy.
okay.
1 minute.
Mm,
Preparation time. Timer starts now.
mm.
Time's up. Let me hear now your answer, please.
Okay. Actually, I bought a film camera about 1 month ago. I bought it at demonstration because in my country, uh, that place is the um, biggest biggest place to to buy the camera. So I visit there to get the the, the model that I wanted. Um, Actually, most camera company just gave up to release new film camera because they cannot earn money with that. So every film camera in there was released at like 1980s or 1970s. Um, so the camera get that I got released was um, was produced at 1980s, but the condition of it was really good. Even it doesn't have any scratch or scar in there, and its function is really nice. Um, I was really happy that I can take a picture which has the color of the past. The film camera has unique and not similar color with compared to digital camera. So um, yeah, I think I can have one more hobby in my life. So yes, that so I really anticipate to take gorgeous picture with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. And yeah, that's it, Tim. For your for that camera, I think that is really interesting. For
Yeah.
me, I really would want to learn about photography.
Mm,
However, I don't have extra time and money.
yeah. It's really
And I think if
expensive.
you need, yeah, if you need to study that,
Mm,
I think you should own a good camera so that you could practice using it so well, right?
mm, right.
Yeah. I think you can include that in your homework too, okay?
Okay.
Okay then. Thank you for attending your class and
Thank you.
have a wonderful weekend.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.